I ain't gonna lie, was all New York dudes too at a time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or just East Coast period might not been necessarily New York all the way. Like I tell motherfuckers all the time, I was a big fan of niggas like Cameron, you know what I'm saying? Jada Kiss, all them niggas, I'm listening to that. Biggie and all them, you know what I'm saying? Like them, but I also I've been tuned in, so I'm listening to Project Pat, I'm listening to Wayne and all that street shit when I'm young too, Hot Boys, motherfucking 3-6 Mafia. So it was easy for me to tune in, but it's definitely like when you coming from these spots, like even in battle rap, it's so easy for somebody to be like, damn, you battle rap, you from, you know what I mean? Like that's how it was when I first came in the game. I used to have to hear that a lot, like, you know what I mean? You only winning because you rapping in front of like people that's from LA, you know what I'm saying? People from Compton, to where I had to travel to other spots to really like get that nigga, nah, man, I can do this shit in North Carolina, Detroit, nigga, New York, wherever we at, I'm pulling up with these same bars. This shit universal, like you say. When you hear it from, even though it's high level lyrics, and sometimes when you hear it from a different tone or a different person's perspective, you kind of respect it more because we all going through the same struggle, but we seeing it from different lenses. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of my contribution to the game, is bringing that shit from where we see it at and being able to let everybody see it through the way that I'm painting the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like
when did you know? When did you know? When did you know you could do that? Like, cause I'm sure it started with niggas, with the big homies just taking you around and having you battle niggas. But when did you know you can go around, like around the nation and still kill niggas?
Man, I ain't gonna even front. It's like, it's still surreal to this time. You know what I'm saying? Like when I do it, because it's like, damn. But when I say when I first, it had to be probably like my first like major battle out of town, like was like against JC. You know what I'm saying? I think we battled somewhere out of town, and like to get the reception of people coming up to me, like, you know what I mean? Niggas, I'm talking about niggas tats all on their face coming to me, goosebumps shaking, like, bruh, like the shit you said just, you know what I mean, hit home, like I'm living that, like, and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? That shit like that was probably the first time that clicked. Like, it's niggas that, you know, because rapping on beat is one thing, but when you can make a motherfucker listen to you with no beat and you rapping and you got they full attention, 2,000-3,000 people, and they hearing every word and hanging on to every line, then coming up to you afterwards, reciting the bar that I might have forgot I even said, but it meant more to them because they living in it at that moment. Because you understand, even when we rapping at them times, we living in it, but we moving at a different trajectory. It's still some people that we rapping for in the trenches that's really still in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like they really still right there. Like we there, but I'm going out of town. I'm going on a flight. I'm getting paid to do this. I'm talking to somebody that's still involved in that. You know what I'm saying? So like when I understood that it's dudes who come to that, it's women who come to that, and they coming for a release to hear that. Like I hear you talk about mental health. A lot of that shit help with that. You know what I'm saying? It be people who DM me and be like, bro, after you said this and said that, man, it changed me. It made me look at something different. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think just doing that, like, this shit bigger than just rap for me also. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a nigga got a voice and they got a story. So when I'm telling that, it's for, like, the motherfuckers who really listening to just, you know what I mean, to help that. Because I listen to music to change a lot of times when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I turn on, you know what I mean, to keep your head up type record or something to make my mental go back right. You know what I'm saying? When I'm feeling down, you know what I mean? So I think that's when I kind of figured it was probably the first time I went out of town and rocked the crowd and just had people come up to me and telling me how them bars affected them. You know what I mean?
You ever had a round that you wrote and you was thinking to yourself, nigga, it ain't no way I'm losing this round, nigga.
That's
it
a
ain't
fact.
no way.
That's a fact.
And
that's
have you ever thought that and then still was like, damn, somebody came with some shit that you was just like, damn.
Yeah,
or can you do that where it's just like, nah, this is an unbeatable round, so I'm just ready.
I had rounds like that, like my first with Rock. You know what I'm saying? I think my first round with Rock, but when he went first, I'm like, God damn, this nigga Tay-Rock is going off. You know what I'm saying? In my head, I'm like, I knew my shit was amazing, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, this nigga ain't playing. Like, I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why I doubted this nigga type shit. And we in Philly. I just seen a couple niggas get booed before we got up there because they a tough crowd. And I'm like, they not booing shit Rock's saying. So I'm like, fuck, if this shit ain't hitting like I think it's gonna hit, then it's over for me. But like, I think I overcame that. And I mean, they ain't dropped it on the tube, but for people who seen that battle, like majority of people say they feel like that's probably my most well-crafted round in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? From top to bottom, from line one to the last line, you know what I'm saying, was me versus Tay-Rock. You know what I mean? And I felt like when I wrote it, I knew I had that in my head. Like, man, ain't nothing he could do with this. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I give him all the credit in the world. That nigga, he did everything you can do with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he came at me with so much shit that I'm like, man, if I didn't have that round, I would have got smoked up there. You know what I'm saying? In front of everybody.
What about your third round versus Surf?
I love that round too. On me. Me and Surf in that third round, I feel like that was one of them rounds that's like, yeah, it's gonna live on forever. I had a lot of those lines that resonated with people, like even the voicemail line and all that.
Oh,
you know
yo, Royce,
yeah.
wait, Royce, did you ever hear that line he said about the voicemail?
Huh?
The line he's talking about, the voicemail line, he said against Surf.
What'd he say?
Do you remember that shit?
Yeah, I say, you feel me? I say, what I say? I say my partner died 3 years ago, you know what I'm saying? But his mama still paying his phone bill just so she can call and hear him talking to voicemail, you know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody in that motherfucker went crazy, and because it's motherfuckers who, I had old white women hit me and say, I still do that for my son. He died of cancer, or he died of this, and like it meant something to them because they went through that, where they kept their phone bill going. So that wasn't even just for the streets. Like, that's just people who lost somebody. You love them so much, you hold on to anything. You hold on to an old tape recording of them. You know what I'm saying? Voicemail just rhymed with the board, but basically it's like just holding on to them memories. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I always love the way you just added normal people elements to what you do. You know what I mean? It's not like, it ain't like you just going in there spitting gun bars at niggas, or you just going in there like trying to out rap niggas. You actually like entertain niggas with kind of like it's always kind of like a storyline or like a narrative.
Yes, sir.
Something that you can kind of relate to that goes with you tearing somebody's ass up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's definitely what it is right there, where I kind of just bring in that life and just correlate it to what we doing right here on the stage of, like, you know what I'm saying? The reason y'all happy we up here to rap this, because we came from this, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't even be able to rap this if we ain't go through this, you know what I'm saying? We had to see this before we could see that. So, you know, I'm definitely, you know what I mean, for somebody like yourself to notice that and see that, you know what I mean, that let me know I'm in the right direction. Homie, real talk, you know what I'm saying? Respect all the way, like all the way around the board. Much respect on that.
Man, I'm watching you, that nigga New Jersey Twerk.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Rum Nitty.
Oh yeah.
Danny Myers.
Yeah. You rocking with B-Dot?
I don't know. I ain't seen a whole lot on B-Dot, but I know I'm late to that party though.
I think he got the type of content you'll rock with as well, man.
I heard great things about him. Oh, you know who I fuck with? Ill Will, bro.
Yeah, he a killer. That's one of them guys.
That nigga there.
Three, you gotta make a clip of this, man. He just said me, Twerk, Nitty. You feel me? Danny and Ill Will, man. That's almost like you feel me? You gotta make a clip of this, Three.
that nigga
Somebody save this live and give it to me, please.
That nigga King Lowe's put me up on New Jersey Twerk. He spoke so highly of him, I had to go check him out.
Most definitely. Nah, Twerker, he a different animal, man. When he on 10, he down there the greatest in the world with that shit, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You can't beat some of that shit he did. You can't beat that shit. Nobody can fight.
You feel me?
You can't, because it's too much there, man. I feel like with y'all, like the things that separate y'all, like those of y'all who are like special, and then the other ones who are just like really, really good at like either channeling y'all or just really, really good at like the mechanics of like battle rapping. They're like tools. It's like tools that y'all have that are like characteristic to qualities of y'all as people.
Yes, sir.
So like if you're already like cool and funny, it's gonna come out. Like Charlie Clips could go out there and not be prepared and still get your ass out of there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Because he just got that natural. He being himself up there.
Just sheerly from pulling out the right tools. You know what I mean? The nigga could freestyle and just accidentally say some funny shit and just get you up out of there.
Real shit. Look at Three, because that's the battle right there. That's why I battled with Three. Said he had me with that freestyle. So that's why he's looking like that. Shout out Charlie. That's my guy, man. That's what's up.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I just wanted to tune in and talk with y'all brothers real fast, man. I'm going to definitely tap in with you, man. You know what I mean? Outside of this, man. And you know what I mean? And keep the dialogue going, though, man. Respect all the way around.
DM me a number, bro. And then
I got you.
You pop up in Detroit, man. Hit me, man. I want you to come to the studio. You welcome anytime, my brother.
No problem, man. I appreciate it. All right, Three, man. Love, man. Y'all get back to it.
Love,
respect to you, black man.
Yes, sir.